Looks like the two teams are ready to go here. Yeah, they're spoiling for a fight with each other. Well, actually, no, they're very gentlemanly about it. They're very nice. We have had no real drama or smack talk on Sunday
The
runs
amount
far.
of trash talk in this lobby is insane.
Yeah, yeah, we could just kind of
What did his
lie.
mother do?
Did what with a donkey? I didn't know that even though that was possible. Uh, yeah, we could embellish kind of what they're saying a bit here for dramatic purposes, but we're not going to because we're not mean. Okay, the game's starting up here. Do you think we how do you think the two teams should engage each other if they want to win here? Assuming
Well, you
there's
have
no
to
chain
see the build.
slowdowns.
I
Okay.
mean, Nid is probably going to take Carronade, and he'd need to focus the Galleon at that point. Just try and drop his arcs to the point where he just can't make anything of it. But starting
Let's
going through the builds, we got Ball O dot ONS with Carronade Watch Artemis now. They're favoring a little bit more long range thing. I think they're going to try and take out that
Oh yeah.
Praxeolari's main gun as quickly as possible. We got Gap Flak on the front of the Cloud Eater with Mortar Banshee on the side, and we got Love Supreme going from left to right with Artemis Flak, Merc, Gat, and another Artemis cannon. And on the Apraxeolary running a Carronade, Flare, Artemis. So Apraxeolary trying to get, I guess, dual arcs with the Artemis Carronade. I don't know if you can do that, but that's what it looks like. It's so hard for the blue team to use any cloud cover because as soon as they spawn, it's just spots going down immediately.
Hmm.
Praxeolary already taking fire. I'd like to see him try and retreat to that arc by Love Supreme just to get a little bit closer. But he could be going low. I wonder if he took hydrogen to engage high. No, but he does have shoot vent.
Okay. It seems like Love Supreme they have dropped the spots here. Love Supreme using the Archway and Apraxia using a combination of the clouds and the Archway. There are no spots down anymore. Question is, are the Falconeers going to try and go around, flank them somehow? They're just going to go right through that archway. They're going to go right through that archway. Okay.
Praxeolary needs to be super careful. If he initiates here, Love Supreme's gonna have a rough time trying to engage alongside him.
Yeah, that's true. All depends on what the Valiant do, though.
Better
I
arcs
think
now. Love Supreme needs to come a little farther
if they're
forward.
gonna go for it, they need to go for it here. The Apraxia is just kind of hovering around and just not really achieving much at the moment.
But everything on balloons is getting
Oh
hurt.
no, wait.
But he's gonna
That's
drop
not.
arc underneath that
Is that
pillar.
actually? Is he actually hitting them with a carronade from that range? They have like massive range increase in carronades and something.
Heavy rounds, dude.
No, mate. Yeah,
Heavy
I
rounds
guess
shoot
that's it.
pretty far.
Heavy rounds. I guess. Yeah, they probably have because the balloons popped. He's dropped down to the ground here. Falconeer's not even bothering to go after him. They're just using the opportunity to focus the Cloud Eater.
I agree with that decision wholeheartedly. I mean, you can leave the one guy who's already damaged quite a
Yeah,
bit and just clean him up after you're done with the
yeah.
guy who has
Finish
the
him off
majority of
later.
the health.
Gatlings.
Beautiful play. Just getting that
Gatlings.
armor back up in time, though. Praxeolary needs to get
Cloud
help.
Eater's bouncing. He's gonna die here. I would bet money on it. There we go. Right. Okay.
Brick was like, oh shit, there goes my savings.
Oh well. Okay. Again, we had the evasive galleon popping tar, trying to get out of dodge, but
There goes
I
that
don't think it's
balloon on
going to
the
happen with no
balloons.
balloon. Crashes into the battleship there and dies. Falconeers taking an early lead here.
Balloon's getting a rancid spawn. Blue could potentially cut them off right here. This is interesting. We'll see what both teams make of it. Cloudy probably should be rushing in right now. I mean, kerosining. I hate the lack of engine intoxicants I've been seeing lately. I mean, captains need to start beating up those engines more.
Oh, calm down, Paradox. I mean, we've seen a fair bit of them.
No!
No! I want to ruin my engines more.
Make your NGs have the worst time, especially if you're not even in engagement.
Okay,
now Cloud Eater's deciding to waft in because he didn't decide to commit with kerosene to try and help out his teammate when his teammate committed.
Yeah, I actually have to agree with you. You should have used a bit more kerosene there. Otherwise, I'm not sure why he bothered trying to save his ally. He wasn't just going to go all out.
Papa got angry for a reason.
Yeah, it might just have been inexperience or something. Cloud Eater is now taking a lot of damage.
And this ship's going to do a bit of damage. Oh, never mind. Never mind.
Papa Paradox, this is exactly what we saw last week in the first game. The Falconeers gave a dominant performance on Fjords. This seems to be happening again. It seems to be history repeating itself.
Oh, Cloud Eater, that spawn.
Oh, this is a bit wonky. They haven't spotted him. Love Supreme, yeah, they're charging balloons.
Yeah, there's the flag. They'll realize where he is now.
Yeah, but if Apraxia just goes right on past, it might not even matter. Oh, but Apraxia turning to... They're going to face the Cloud Eater. They're going to focus Cloud Eater. Balloon... Actually, this might be the right decision, because Balloons is miles away, can't do damage with that Carronade, can't do damage with Gatling, might do a bit with a
watch.
Yeah, and the Falconeers might just do it 5-0 here. And yes, history repeats itself. The first game, Falconeers win 5-0. Now, we have seen Overwatch make a comeback from this before, but will they do it again? Now with
Bush.
Yep. Let's use our caster. Oh no, Amber. That's so annoying.
Game hates Papa Paradox.
Yep. New lobby time. Lobby.
Said ambush, right? Yeah, okay.
Ambush, yes.
Papa vaguely knows what he's doing.
Yep. Vaguely is enough. I'm seeing a battle on the dunes here. Or Papa.
No, it's the last lobby.
Oh. Okay, it's the wrong lobby, okay.
God, Brick.
God.
Might have a 2-second memory, but at least I can read.
There was another game. It was Dunes for some reason. I don't know. Anyway,
Falconeers feeling high off that win. See if they can ride that morale to the next victory and potentially become the winners. Right? It's the final game today, or
It was final set.
Series, yeah.
Final set, but yeah.
That's what I meant.
Oh, yeah. Well recovered, Paradox.
But at what cost?
Yes, there are some inherent costs to everything. And we see here. Oh, it looks like we might see a Mobula v Mobula. It looks like Overwatch has gotten tired of the Galleon. You want to talk about kind of history repeating itself here. This is what we...
Apraxia Leary.
This is what we saw last week. We saw, the Mobula versus the Mobula in the final match, Overwatch versus Falconeers. This should be a good match. Do you have chills, Papa Paradox?
All of the nerd chills.
Papa has chills, not just because he's in Canada.
Dude, it's summer. I have the exact opposite of chills.
Where are you in Canada anyway, or
Alberta.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Edmonton.
Yeah.
Yeah. When it hits 30, I just die inside. That's Celsius, by the way. Trying to find the Flotsam tournament, but it's not in...
Yes, the Flotsam tournament. I believe Overwatch have signed up every day of the Flotsam tournaments.
I was looking for what days the Falconeers signed up, because I feel like they just picked Northern Fjords.
Did they sign up? I think it was... Yeah, the Gentle Guard signed up for most of the days. Merrymen signed up for most of the days. Overwatch signed up for all of the days. Corvus signed up for one of the days. And I think that's it. Could be wrong. No, TCD. Oh, yes, of course. TCD also signed up for all the days. So, yes.
Okay, so running down the builds, we got the Upside Down changing from a Galleon. We got Artemis, Gat, Mortar, Gat, Artemis. That beautiful, just damage platform. And then we have the Cloud Eater with Gat, Flak, Mortar, Banshee. And on the Love Supreme, the opposing team's Mobula. In for the Falconeers, we have Artemis, Flak, Merc, Gat, and another Artemis. And the Apraxia still taking their Carronade, Artemis, Flare. So we'll see what they can do with this.
All right, it looks like these two teams, they're not going to wait around. They're not going to fool about. They're going to go right to the mouth of that canyon, and they're going to start fighting.
Yeah, they're just wafting.
I say that, but Apraxia Lyri, Love Supreme, taking time to come at a sort of a right side angle, a westerly angle around this rock behind the clouds. For whatever reason, I suppose, yeah, it's better than being caught right out in the open. Oh, but Cloud Eater and Upside Down, they're just peeking over. Just taking a little peek over the top of the canyon, and they didn't see anything. So they're going to just go right and through. Both teams inching forward. Someone's got to give here.
It makes me laugh how they always favor this one spot right beside the open crevice. Blue team, that is, usually. The Cloud Eater and Upside Down heading straight for the maw. That open area, there's spots going down. We'll see who is able to put down more damage. I mean, once they're in 750 meters, the dual Gat from Upside Down is going to absolutely tear into them. Surprised Love Supreme's hull is even still up, or rather armor. Apraxia Lyri is going to try and focus this Mobula, if I had to guess. Try and just watch it dive.
Okay, for a second there, the Upside Down and the Cloud Eater had their balloons down. Apraxia Lyri did a good job of sort of sneaking around and then firing on the Cloud Eater and the Upside Down, their balloons. Again, they're taking out both the balloons. They're just collapsing down to the ground here.
Boom.
Apraxia Lyri, absolutely deadly.
I lied. I thought that round was it for the Cloud Eater.
No, not quite. Upside Down's actually getting some damage on the Love Supreme here. About to take down his harm. Oh, no. Well, there goes the Pyramidion, but Upside Down.
Oh,
Love Supreme, and he gets the
side.
kill. Apraxia Lyri was slacking off there. Not
Oh, and
continuing.
Tar to zone the Apraxia. Beautiful play. Needs to get that balloon back up as fast as
He
possible.
tarred him, but it might not quite be enough. The Apraxia is faster than the Upside Down, and the Upside Down is crashing into the ground. The Upside Down, yeah, it's got that gigantic balloon so tasty for a grenade. He's just being blended into the ground here, old school style, and there's nothing for him to do but die.
The Artemis just finishing him off there. That one.
Ooh, yes. And hang on. What is the Cloud Eater doing here? You might have to put on the brakes there, partner.
You're done. Go
He's
home.
there.
Upside down.
Whoa. Okay, Cloud Eater's pulled back a bit wisely. A wise decision. And we're going to see the two teams most likely regrouping.
Yeah. 1v1, I feel like the Apraxia Lyri comes up on top every time, especially against a Mobula.
That Apraxia Lyri, it just sneaks around, gets in the perfect position, splits its carronade fire perfectly. Let me have a look at the crew composition here. Let's look at Gunner Sparta. He has incendiary, heavy ammo, and charged ammo. Now, I mean, yeah, it's what? Anyway, he's got a wide range of ammo. The great thing about Goldfish, it's a very straightforward ship. You can just have a gunner. It's all focused on the front gun in the front, and you've got two engineers. They can all converge on the hull quite easily. Goldfish is a simple but effective ship, but to use it well is where the real mastery comes in. Now the Cloud Eater coming in.
A lot of that gap fire just shrugged off on Apraxia Lyri's balloon.
They're splitting fire here, and I'm not sure if
yes.
it's
This is like one of my favorite plays. It's like the kill your engines, let your teammate pass like right under you.
Well, Love Supreme raining down fire on Cloud Eater. Cloud Eater's armor's down. Apraxia Lyri is wisely zoning out the DPS from the Cloud Eater, and at the same time taking down the Upside Down balloon.
Oh,
Perfect.
He's gonna be gliding. Yeah, the train's doing the majority of the work, and he's gone.
Oh, perfect Hwacha fish play here by Apraxia Lyri.
There is one kill left before this tournament is over.
Yes,
Red
indeed.
needs to play super smart. I don't know what they have to do. What do they have to do, Hardcastle?
What do they have to do? Well, let's have a look at what they've got. I
If they
mean,
have Focus Apraxia, they're getting chewed up by a Love Supreme. If they focus a Love Supreme, their mobile is automatically out of that fight in like 2 seconds.
well, what they need to do is they need to lure the carronade fish, the blender fish, into making a charge. Maybe back off, let him come to you, because the Apraxia Lyri needs to get close to you to do his damage. And if they could just lure him in somehow and then just focus fire him down, they could probably kill him quite quickly.
Tie that Mobula to a string. Toss him out in front of him and just lure him back.
Yeah. Ooh, there's a nice tasty balloon here for you, Blenderfish. Kind of, yes, that's how you fish for Blenderfish. Give them a nice big balloon to shoot out. Oh, but talking of balloons to shoot at, it looks like the Falconeers might be coming up behind Overwatch here. This could be real bad news for Overwatch if they come behind them.
Flying Pancake's gonna take about 14 hours to turn around if Blue Team comes up behind him.
At the very least, yes.
But Blue Team's completely oblivious as to their position right now, so they could just be swapping spawns right now.
Oh, yeah, it looks like that's what's happening. It's a spawn swap. It's a base race.
Without a base.
Base race without a base. Yes, base races in Goey are unfortunately a bit more boring than... just kind of sad than they are in StarCraft. Love Supreme. You know, that's what I really... That's what I really want to see, especially in the adventure mode and such. More ships to fill up all this space, you know.
Well, the
And
ships
that's
are so asset heavy. One thing we were talking about on the Fireside chat on the Guns of Icarus mainstream, twitch.tv/Guns of Icarus, is these ships are so asset heavy that it really screws with the minimum system requirements, and they want to keep this game as open as possible to people. So the minute that they add like more ships on one map, it makes it way more asset heavy, so it boosts the minimum requirements. So they're super careful with adding 4v4 maps or even
of
like
which there is
really
only one.
yeah. Like
I'd like to see another 4v4 map.
like they say they have like 4v4 equivalents of like all the maps essentially.
I want to see a 4v4 tournament.
You
We
okay?
need to make with 2 teams, most likely.
That's not going to be best of 3 at all ever.
No, that won't be best of 3.
And a lot of the 4v4 meta for capture point is just like, oh, there's no way in hell we're getting that point. Let's just move on to the next
Move
one.
on, yeah. But a Crazy King does force teams to fight. That is one thing. You won't see a 4v4 crazy or a 3v3 Crazy King without a fight for very long, because there's only 1 point active at any one time. And talking of fights, there's about to be another one happening here. Cloud Eater already taking damage.
I think they need to get as close to make their GATs effective. I'm talking about red team, but far enough away that Carronade is no longer in the equation.
Precisely.
A Love Supreme is gonna be sniping Cloud Eater.
Now, you
very
see,
heavily.
they haven't taken my advice. The Cloud Eater is charging towards the Mobula, which is backing off, which is tanking.
And this is the
Praxi and
last
Miri
kill in the
going
tournament. They need
forwards.
to be very
Yeah.
conservative with Cloud Eater. He needs to start backing up, Kerosene, doing something.
Yep.
And he's getting
And the
chewed
Cloud
up.
Eater is very
yeah.
close. He's dead. And the Falconeers have done it. The Falconeers win this series 2-0. And they win the second Sunday Rumble, getting their revenge on Overwatch. Who won last time. The Falconeers have won this time. Good job, Falconeers. Good job, Overwatch. Good job, all the teams who participated today.